Year 4 and welcome to day 24 of our home learning. It is Thursday the 11th of February 2021. I have a joke for you. What did the left eye say to the right eye? Between us, something smells. Ha. Okay, so let's get started with our early morning work. So Marlon shared 432 bouncy balls between years 3, 4, 5 and 6. How many bouncy balls did each year receive? How many did he have altogether? How many year groups? And divide how many bouncy balls by the number of year groups. Number 2. Calculate 933 shared equally between 3 groups. Number 3. Represent the calculation below using a bar model. So you need to draw the bars. Number 4. Complete the part whole model. And number 5. Jerry divides 427 by 7. I know the answer will be a whole number because 427 ends in 7. Do you agree with Jerry? Explain your reasoning. So pause the video now until you do your calculations. Okay, so number 1. Marlon shed 432 bouncy balls between years 3, 4, 5 and 6. How many bouncy balls did each year receive? So I know there's 432 balls and there's year 3, 4, 5 and 6. So that's 4 year groups. So my calculation would be 432 divided by 4. And that gives me 108. So each year group would receive 108 bouncy balls. Number 2. Calculate 933 shared equally between 3 groups. 933 divided by 3 gives you 311. Number 3. Represent the calculation below using a bar model. So my top bar would be 416 and my second bar is 416, but it is divided into 4 equal parts. So I know that each part is 104. Number 4. Complete the part whole model. So we know 33 divided by 3 equals 11. So that is partitioned, and that 33 is made up of 30 and 3. So 30 divided by 3 equals 10, and 3 divided by 3 equals 1. So 10 add 1 equals 11. Number 5. Jerry decides 427 by 7. I know the answer will be a whole number because 427 ends in 7. So he say because 7, you're dividing by 7 and the ones or the units number ends in 7, he'll have a whole number. Do you agree? Well, in this instance, 427 divided by 7 is 61. It is a whole number. But what about if it was 417? What about if it was 437? What about if it was 447? They end in a 7, but it would not be a whole number. It is only if the last 2 digits is a multiple of 7. Okay, so let's see what we are doing today. Right, English. If you remember rightly, you had lots of information yesterday on the PowerPoint where you had to pick out all the information and write notes from it or use the internet to help you. And we are going to write an information text. Can you remember? Brill. So, on your piece of paper, I would like you to fold your piece of paper like that. So you can either do it as a Z or as an accordion. So you're going to fold it into 3 or 4 pieces. So you might need to pause the video and have a look at the diagram before we start. Okay, for your leaflet, because that's what you're going to make your information text into, you will need a title. What is your leaflet going to be about? So it could be life in the ocean, oceans. It could be all about the ocean. Then you need to put your name on the front, please, so I know whose is whose. And then I've put a diagram on there. And just because if it's a diagram or a picture, but it has to have labels, and it will make it more appealing to your readers. Now, who are we going to write this leaflet for? I think we could write this leaflet for the children in year 3 and the children who are still in school in year 4, because I don't think they're doing as good as what we are. So have a look at my diagram. You might want to pause it whilst you do your title, put your name on and do your diagram. When you do your title, you can even use bubble writing. So pause the video now, please, until that is done. Okay, you then, on your first page of your leaflet, you need an introduction. Okay, so I've got a subheading that says introduction. And the introduction is telling the reader what your leaflet, what your information text is going to be about. So I've done my introduction. The oceans cover a vast amount of the earth. They cover 70% of the globe. When viewed from space, Earth is mostly seen as a blue planet because of this. There are 5 known oceans in the world. The Pacific is the largest of all and the Southern Ocean is the smallest. This leaflet will give you information about the different oceans as well as the structure of the oceans and their inhabitants. Now, an inhabitant is something that lives there. Now, that could be plants and it could be fish, it could be any sort of creature. Let's read that again because this is what you will need to be writing. Something similar. The oceans cover a vast amount of the earth. They cover 70% of the globe. When viewed from space, Earth is mostly seen as a blue planet because of this. There are 5 known oceans in the world. The Pacific is the largest of all, and the Southern Ocean is the smallest. This leaflet will give you information about the different oceans as well as the structure of the oceans and their inhabitants. I have given you a bit of a crib sheet, some ideas what you need to include as we move on. So the features of an information text, you need your main title. And this sums up the topic. Now that is what your title is on the first page. You need headings and subheadings. We've got a subheading called the introduction. You need to use paragraphs, and you can also use bullet point lists, photographs and illustrations. Now I'm not expecting photographs, but we can do labeled diagrams, can't we, and pictures. Okay, and captions to go underneath your photographs or your diagrams. So those are the things that you need to include throughout this leaflet. So we will need to remember those. So now it's your turn. You are going to complete your front cover and the introduction of your information text. You are not in this piece of writing, so I do not want to say I. I want you to make sure that you have capital letters and full stops in the correct places, and it is formal. It is posh. Okay? You're not going to write in slang. So I don't want to see any words like can't, won't. It will be cannot, would not. I need you to make sure that your writing is making sense. And I also need you to make sure that it is neat and tidy. Watch your spellings and punctuation. Now, you are going to have today and tomorrow to do this. So you need to pause the video now and to do those parts. Thank you. Right, our maths lesson for today. I wonder if you can just have a quick think about what we have been learning in maths. Before we go on to what we have been doing in our maths, I have got some maths challenges for you. You can use your preferred method to complete them, okay? So the first one is £4.20, and you have to subtract £1.15, and you have to decide how much you have left. Number 2, you have £5.95, and you're going to subtract £4.20. Number 3, you have £10.72, and you're going to subtract £5.40. Number 4, I have £7.50, and I give away £4.27. How much do you have left? Number 5, Grace has saved £6.83, and she spends £2.15. How much does she have left? Okay, so you should have done all of those. If not, pause the video. Okay, let's go through the answers. Number 1, £4.20 minus £1.15, and you get £3.05 left. Number 2, £5.95 minus £4.20 gives you a balance of £1.75. Number 3, £10.72 subtract £5.40 equals £5.32. Number 4, I have £7.50 and I give away £4.27. How much do I have left? And I had £3.23. Number 5, Grace has saved £6.83. She spends £2.15. How much does she have left? And I got £4.68. Okay, so today we have another maths investigation for you to complete. And it's called A Bit Fishy. Because it's all about fish. So a goldfish costs £1.80 and an angelfish costs £1.40. Nazreen paid exactly £20 for some fish. How many of each kind did she buy? And at first glance, that looks rather tricky, but it isn't. Okay? So you're going to decide how many goldfish and how many angelfish can Nazreen buy, and she gives the person in the shop £20 and she gets no change. So how I would begin this problem is using a table. And if you can see on my table, I've got goldfish, angelfish, and total price. And I want you to think about working systematically to show you working out. So I've said one goldfish is £1.80 and one angelfish is £1.40, and that gives a price of £3.20. Well, that's nowhere near £20. So now I've said, right, I want 2 goldfish, and that'll be £3.60. But I'll just have one angelfish, and that's £5. Oh, is that anywhere near £20? No. So I wonder if you can carry on like I have. You might do 2 goldfish and 2 angelfish. How much would that cost? And see if you can work out how many goldfish and how many angelfish would Nazreen buy and pay for it with £20 and have no change. I then want you to have a good go, and I can't wait to see your answers. But I would also like you to write a short paragraph to tell me how you worked out this problem. I don't just want to see it. I want you to tell me how you might just know the answer. How did you work it out? Show you working out around your table so that if I can see how good you are using addition and multiplication and such like. Okay? Brilliant. So pause the video now. Right, what I want you to do is I want you to forget about reading workshop today. Okay? Because I'm not quite sure on the pages that you have. So if you just leave reading workshop. Okay, so the Romans. We're going to finish off our Romans for this week. You are going to be a Roman soldier for the day. So what you in your pack you have a writing frame where it's got little pictures and it gives you a few ideas of what you did. I want you to pretend that you are a Roman soldier and you are going to write about your day as a Roman soldier. What did you do when you got up? Remember how they had to go and exercise? They had to practice getting on and off a horse without any stirrups. Really think about what we have learned this week. Remember, a diary, it's informal, so it's quite chatty. It is in past tense because you've already done it. Tell me about how you're feeling as a Roman soldier. If you're doing all of that exercise, will you be tired? I think so. Or could you be shattered? Or could you be exhausted? If you're working so hard, could the sweat be running down your brow or your forehead? Okay? Have a go. When you have finished that, you have a piece of card. Okay, you have designed your Roman shield. You can make it. So if you've got felt tip pens, or you might have some coloured paper, or you can make it with anything you would like. If you just want to colour it, then that is fine. You can even then make a handle, cut it out and make a handle and sellotape that on if you can. Okay? Brilliant. Have a lovely evening, and I hope you do get some time in the snow. Okay? See you tomorrow. Bye.